Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we actually have a new update going out between Black Ops 6 and Warzone that features some new content and then also some new gameplay changes. We actually have our first part of the holiday and Christmas update now live within Black Ops 6. We have more to come in the next few days that also includes zombies and Warzone as well. Then we've also got some interesting reveals for some changes that are actually either upcoming or already in effect between BO6 and Warzone as well. So lots to dive into today. First up here, we actually did get a new look basically at the major holiday update coming to BO6 and Warzone via a new trailer that dropped yesterday on the Call of Duty YouTube channel. So with this, it's nothing too out of the ordinary. It's a pretty basic update, you know, sort of hype cinematic trailer, if you will. Shows off a lot of the new cosmetics that'll be coming over the course of the next few weeks that are all Christmas themed with various different operator skins, different blueprints and stuff there. But then we also get an actual look at some of the content as well. So you'll be able to see some of the modes in action here, a couple of the new multiplayer modes that are actually going live today, alongside some of the other updates that are also dropping in zombies, like the makeover for Liberty Falls that turns it into a winter wonderland, if you will. And then even a little bit of a sneak peek into some of the Warzone holiday updates too, with like Sleigh Ride Resurgence and everything coming at a later date. So general actual trailer breaking down some of the content, but like I said, we also have some of this already live today. And as we do dive into all the changes, all the updates, quick reminder, if you are new to the channel, every single day I got you covered with all things going on in Call of Duty, whether it's news, updates, patch notes, meta breakdowns, it's all right here. So feel free to hit that subscribe button if you want to guarantee you're in the know. We are of course on the road to 1 million subs. We're getting closer and closer to that every day. And if you enjoy this video, a like rating is always seriously appreciated as well. But as for today's actual content update, we actually have a full preview of this already live back from our initial season 1 reloaded update patch notes. So of course we've already seen some holiday stuff live already, like Nuketown Holiday has been live since season 1 reloaded. We've been able to go through and actually play that. But as of today, we actually have 2 new LTMs live in a multiplayer according to the Call of Duty blog. So the first one here is Ransack, and we can actually see a bit of an image here with this. I think this is going to be a pretty fun mode, and it actually could be very, very good for XP if it's like its previous Modern Warfare counterpart. So here they say, trade gold for sweets in this festive LTM that challenges teams to gather and deposit the most cookies. And as you can see, there are cookie jars there, gingerbread cookie jars there. Grab cookies from the rotating crate and fallen operators and bring them back to your stash. Impede the enemy's progress by eating their cookies directly from their cookie box. In honor of the season of giving, your operator also earns buffs for depositing cookies, including a speed boost, faster reload, and faster health regen. The first team to reach the score limit or have the best score when time expires wins. So you may recall the mode grind that we've had in some previous titles, where you would actually basically be playing kill confirmed, but instead of just collecting the dog tags, you'd actually store them on your character, and then you could run to the A deposit cache site or B deposit cache site, and when you stand on those areas and you deposit all your tags, you end up getting points that way for your team. And the thing with grind is that you could get crazy amounts of XP by getting a bunch of tags and going to and banking them, essentially getting a mega bank and stuff like that, right, where you get a bunch of XP bonuses and you were able to level up and earn crazy good XP there. This is essentially a counterpart to grind. It's just with cookies instead. So you're going through, you're picking up cookies, going to the deposit area or the box and dropping those cookies down. That should in theory be giving you a ton of XP. Plus you also, like they mentioned here, get some solid speed boosts as well. So it's almost like it's cranked and grind sort of combined into one holiday festive themed mode here. Honestly, very excited to jump in and mess around with some gameplay on this for sure. And then in addition to that, we also have Infectious Holiday dropping today as well, obviously with the December 12th update. So with this one's a lot more self-explanatory. Even the undead are getting into the holiday spirit as zombies and fallen operators don festive clothing in this festive twist on the fan favorite infected mode. So this is just straight up infected for Black Ops 6 multiplayer, but rather than it just being standard normal zombies, they're all dressed up in their Christmas outfits and they've got lights hanging around and they've got their Santa hats on and everything there. So that one's a bit more gimmicky, whereas Ransack's like an actual new game mode in and of itself, and Infectious Holidays more so just a visual update on Infected that we've already got. But some cool new LTMs now live early as a part of the holiday update. Like I said, there's more holiday updates to come in next week as well, and we'll be previewing all of that in a future video, so just stay tuned for that. Now, alongside some of the content updates coming today, we also got full-on new patch notes yet again. So yes, that is correct. 3 days in a row now, we've seen new patch notes drop on the 10th, 11th, and now the 12th today. So global updates here. They addressed a rare issue where players could encounter an error when attempting to add bundles to their wish list in the store. Of course, they're going to update the store as fast as they possibly can, because that can never break, while the rest of the game is in shambles at times. But the store has been updated there globally for MP, zombies, and Warzone. Now, some of the multiplayer specific updates here. New modes, Ransack added to featured playlists. So of course, we just broke down that. And same deal with Infectious Holiday being added to the featured playlist. Limited time modes will no longer count towards the win requirement for ranked play. So if you're playing one of these modes here, that's not going to track on like your 50 required games that you'll need for ranked play to actually go through and queue into that. They also made some general playlist updates here in the 10v10 mosh pit and the hardcore 10v10 mosh pit. They added Protocol, Extraction, Hideout, and Hacienda to the map list there. With XP earn rates here, they increased XP and weapon XP earn rates in the following modes: in Domination, Headquarters, Kill Order, and Search and Destroy. They also increased XP earn rates in Prop Hunt. So if you're playing any of these modes consistently, you're now going to be earning more XP towards your overall level and more XP towards your weapons as well. So that's a W there. Hopefully that is actually noticeable in game. We also have some zombie specific updates here on Citadel Daymore. They ended up addressing an issue where players could unintentionally become invulnerable after using the Rampart cannon. They also addressed an issue that could potentially have players getting stuck after being grabbed by the amalgam in certain cases. Then with UI and UX with the Merry Mayhem event, the progress bar animation now plays correctly when going beyond the 4th reward. So a couple of smaller updates there. We also though have some new updates now live in Warzone as well. So here we've also got our Thursday, December 12th update, and with the general updates here, private matches. They adjusted the number of squads in the view squad section during the private match there, so just a small thing there on the visual standpoint. With maps, adjustments to Area 99. They reduced the vignetting effect when outside of the circle. To clarify, this is the distorted and blurring effect players see on the edges of their screen. So if you're in the gas, you'll actually have updates there where it'll be a little bit easier to see what's going on. It's still pretty noticeable what's happening when you're in the gas. Like, they want to cut down visibility a ton there, but it won't be as bad as it was before today's update. They also updated Rebirth Island lighting. Shortly after the update, the map will be set to daytime only, so you'll never get like the sunset one or like the weird green, almost like spooky Halloween themed one in a sense. Obviously a little bit out of season now, you could say, but it's going to be daytime only for Rebirth. In my opinion, the best lighting setup there. We also have some ranked play adjustments here. The tracker perk has been disabled in ranked play while they investigate an issue there. And then we got a bunch of different bug fixes for Warzone. So they fixed an issue that would interrupt players when attempting to replace armor plates. That's a big one for sure. Fixed collision issues with various elements of Urzikstan. So you know how a year ago we had this exact same version of Urzikstan, and every single patch note update included various elements being fixed on Urzikstan because there were exploits? Maybe that's just going to be repeated again the entire year because all the same exploits are reoccurring since it's the same map as a year ago. They fixed an issue when creating a solos match in the private match tab. Fixed an issue with Reaver's Repairman skin so it properly displays at further distances. If you didn't know, using that skin actually made you invisible at certain ranges, so it was like 100% a pay-to-win skin. Significant issue going on there for sure, but they were pretty quick to fix that. They also fixed an issue where players would unintentionally teleport when exiting an LTV on certain terrain. Pretty funny one there. There's also one other patch note that was not mentioned here. So on the Warzone Trello board, they actually updated this later yesterday actually, and they ended up saying the body shield has been disabled while they investigate a known exploit. So right now you're not going to be able to use the body shield mechanic whatsoever. They say for ranked play, I wouldn't be surprised if this bleeds into normal Warzone as well, but where obviously you pick up an enemy and use them as a meat shield in front of you, you're not going to be able to do that. I know there were a couple of bugs going on where if you picked up an enemy but then canceled the thing, if it was a knocked player, they would actually stand up and no longer actually be in the knocked state. They'd just be a completely normal, alive and well person. So maybe there was some cheese going on with that or something, but they have disabled that. You'll only be able to do finishing moves now if you're sneaking up behind an enemy with that. So weird that this patch note wasn't mentioned on like the COD Updates Twitter or on those patch notes, but yeah, the body shield is completely disabled as of right now. But that being said, those are all the new updates and changes as a part of today's patch within Black Ops 6 and Warzone, and that's going to wrap things up. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like on it, and of course, if you're new to the channel, you want to guarantee that every single day you are in the know for all things going on in COD, be sure to hit that subscribe subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.